Hey everyone, and welcome. Today, we're diving into a crime that happens in plain sight, but is completely invisible: cell site jamming. This is a huge and honestly a seriously underreported threat. So in this explainer, we're going to walk through a guide designed specifically for newsrooms on how to bring this critical story to light.
So what we're walking through here is actually part 9 of a much bigger 10-part guide all about covering the growing problem of radio frequency interference. It's built to give journalists like you a ton of different ways to cover this really complex topic.
And it's all based on a detailed report by RFI detectives, pulling from research by Virtualization Options LLC. Okay, so with that solid research as our backbone, let's really dig into the core challenge here, especially for you as a journalist.
How do you actually cover a crime that leaves, well, no fingerprints and makes no sound? It's a really fascinating puzzle, right? So let's break down a few powerful ways you can tackle this.
All right, first up, let's talk about the invisible crime weapon. Now, this is your most immediate, most gut-punching angle. Seriously, this is the one that connects this invisible tech threat directly to your audience's personal safety.
I mean, think about it. You look down at your phone and nothing, no bars. But this isn't just a random network outage. This is because a criminal deliberately silenced it. This thing isn't just an annoyance, it is a weapon. And you know what? It's being used right now during robberies and home invasions to stop people from calling 911.
And this right here, this gives you a ready-made story package. Think of it as the robbed and silenced angle. Your job? Investigate the documented cases, and you can find them. Talk to your sources at the FBI, local cops, prosecutors. All of a sudden, this abstract techie threat becomes something very, very real, a danger to your viewers and their families.
Okay, so let's zoom out a bit. We've talked about a single crime, now let's look at a whole neighborhood-wide problem. This angle totally shifts the story from just crime to a really compelling community mystery. And honestly, it's perfect for a local investigative piece.
Have you ever heard of a dead zone that moves? I'm talking about these unexplained pockets where there is zero cell service. They just appear, they stick around for hours, and then, poof, they vanish. It's wild.
And here's your game plan, a really practical way to tackle it. Step 1, you start with the human impact, right? Map out the dead zone using reports from residents. Then, go talk to them, interview them, capture that frustration, that confusion. From there, you bring in the big guns, partner with an RF engineer to get that technical expertise. You can literally follow them as they use direction-finding gear to hunt for the signal source. I mean, come on, it becomes a real-life tech detective story for your viewers.
Okay, so we've gone from individual crimes and local mysteries. Now we can really elevate the story to the bigger picture. This is where you transition into some serious enterprise reporting, looking at this on a national scale.
And the really crucial point here is, where are these things coming from? We're talking about technology that was once exclusively for the military. Think electronic warfare tools. Well, now, they're easily bought online by pretty much anyone. This migration of incredibly powerful tech into our communities, well, that elevates the whole issue way beyond petty crime. This is a genuine national security concern.
And that, of course, brings us to the accountability angle. These right here are the sharp, specific questions you need to be asking. What are the mobile carriers actually doing to detect and stop jamming? Are they even required to tell their customers when these incidents happen? Are there regulatory gaps at the FCC that let this slide? Look, asking these questions is what turns a cool tech story into a powerful investigation of corporate and government responsibility.
All right, so we've covered the crime angle, the community mystery, and the national threat. Let's pull it all together. Let's review the clear, actionable story ideas that you can take back to your newsroom like today.
So here you have it, 4 core story archetypes. You've got the personal crime story, the local community mystery, the big picture national security piece, and of course, the corporate and government accountability investigation. Each one of these offers a powerful and totally distinct way to make this invisible threat visible.
So the real question is, with all these angles, touching on personal safety, community mysteries, national security, and holding the powerful to account, which one of these compelling stories is your newsroom going to tell first?